Hello guys, welcome to Tingwell. So in this tutorial you are going to learn about how to fetch country data using Recyclary. So in the previous tutorial you might have watched that how to fetch global data. Actually that is very simple because you have fetched in a JSON object, but in this case you are going to fetch in a JSON array. So that's why only we are using Recyclary. So actually that is a continuation of the first video. So those who haven't watched that video, the code is link is above. So please watch the video and come back to this video. So let's don't waste the time and move on to the video. So here let's create one button. Let's say the text as country details. Let's create an ID for it. Yeah, okay. In the main activity, let's add a button to it. And initialize the button. So when the user clicks this button, we move to the next activity. So for that, let's create a new activity. Right click it, select new activity, select an empty activity. Let's name it as country activity. Country, yeah. Yeah, perfect. So here let's make this a intent. Let's add and click listener. So here let me pass the intent from when the user clicks that country button, we have to move to the country activity. So for that we are using this. So here let's pass two parameter. One is get application context and another one is that class country dot class. Yeah, perfect. So in the country layout, first let us design the layout part. Let's change the constant layout to linear layout. So here we can add the Recyclary view. Create AndroidX.Recyclary view.widget.Recyclary view. Let's make both as match parent and close the tag. First create the ID. Let's say country RB. Done. So once you create the Recyclary view, you have to make three things which is mandatory. So one is we have to create a layout for this Recyclary view. So another one is we have to create Recyclary view adapter. And the last one is we have to create view holder class. So let's move on to this step by step. So here let's type item list. Actually there is no such a layout. So plus alt plus enter and click the first one. Change to it code view because it will look nice. Okay, so we have created item list. This is the first step. So let's change the item view. Let's create the layout. Change the height as prep content and make chord radius such as 8 sp and chord elevation 8 sp. Yeah, perfect. So here we have to add three widgets. So one is country flag, another one is country name, another one is how many cases are there. So totally we need 3. So let's create one by one. So layout part is ready. So next one is we have to create Recyclary adapter. So before creating Recyclary adapter, another one thing we have to create is we have to create a model class. So right click this, new Java class. Let's name it as country model class. Yeah, perfect. So here we need three things. One is flags, another one is country name, and final is country cases. Yeah, perfect. So here we have to create constructor and getter method. So to create constructor, the easy way is plus alt plus enter and select constructor and select all the things by pressing Ctrl and left click and click OK. So here we get a constructor. So the same we have to create like getter. So press alt plus enter, select getter and select all the variable, press OK. Yeah, perfect. So our model class is ready. So here we have to create an Recyclary adapter. Plus create new Java class. Let's name it as Recyclary adapter. So we need to extend Recyclary dot adapter. Inside this we have to pass this current class name dot vholder, but we haven't created that vholder class. So for that, press here. That's why here showing an error. So click here and press alt plus enter. Select create class vholder. So we have created a class vholder. Perfect. So in a vholder class we have to extend Recyclary dot vholder. So it will show an error because we have to pass a method super. So plus alt plus enter and create a constructor method matching super. Still it is showing an error because once you create a Recyclary adapter, you have to pass 3 methods. So plus alt plus enter and implement those methods. Press OK. Yeah, perfect. So our adapter layout is ready. So now we have to create and design an adapter. So for that, first create array list vector, let's say a model class, country model class. So next is context. Okay, perfect. So here we have to create a constructor. So plus alt plus enter and create constructor. Yeah, perfect. So here first the vholder method we have to design. Create a variable view. Layout inflator dot from. Here we have to pass the context of the parent, get context. So another one is dot inflate. Oops, sorry, not here. What inflate? Here you have to pass that layout, that Recyclary layout, item list, yeah. And another one parameter is parent and false. Yes, we have to return new view holder. View holder, that we have to create a view holder class, and inside this we pass that view. Yeah, perfect. So view holder method is completed. So next one is on blind view holder. So before that we can create that view holder class. So here initialize all that images and text. Yeah, perfect. So let's move on to the blind view holder. So inside this we have to create an object for a model class. So country model class object equal to, and here we have created already one array list in the form of country model class. So here list dot get, we pass the current position. So here we get the object of model class. So here holder dot country name dot set text. Inside this we have pass object dot get country name. Okay. So another one is country cases dot set text. Inside this the same we have to pass get country cases. Yeah, perfect. So next thing is we have to pass image. So this is, we cannot add image like this simply. So for that we have to add one library. The library name is glide. So here we have to pass glide library. So we have to add glide library dependencies in our project. So go to build Gradle and copy these two. I have also mentioned in my description, you can copy and paste to it. Now paste it and sync now. Yeah, perfect. So let's close all things and move on to the Recyclary adapter. So here let's call glide dot with, here we have to pass that in context, and load we have to pass that get flags. Here we have to pass the size. First one is width and second one is height. So both width and height are 100 and 100. And final one is into holder dot image view. Yeah, perfect. So our blind holder is ready. So next is get item count. Here we have to pass array list size, list dot size. Yeah, perfect. So our Recyclary adapter and view holder class are ready. Next we move on to the country class. No country, yeah. So here we can add Recyclary. we have to set layout manager to linear layout manager, because it will show us vertical wise. So inside this we have to pass the context. Yeah, perfect. So next thing is we have to create one array list in the form of country model class. So let's add array list. Country model class, let's say this as list. No, let's declare this. Yeah, perfect. So inside the list only we are going to pass all the things. So before that, let me tell you the how the schema is in the JSON array. So this is the link. You just copy and see the schema in the Postman app software. So this is very useful. Just paste it and click send. So this is the schema. So this is the JSON array format. So here you can see many JSON objects are there. So there are many JSON objects. So inside the JSON object there is another JSON object. So here there are many data, but in this tutorial we are going to collect only 3 data. One is country, another one is cases, another one is flag. So to get the flag we have to get another one JSON object. So here this is the JSON array and there are many JSON objects. So to get this country and cases we can get this JSON object, but to get the flag we have to get country info JSON object. So let's start the video. First let us pass the URL. I'm just copied in my clipboard. You also copied in my description. And first create the object for string request as the previous video. So inside this we have to pass 4 parameters. One is second parameter is URL. The third parameter is new, will be capital. Response listener. So final parameter is new response.error listener. So finish the semicolon, and finally we have to add call volley dot new request queue, where you have to pass the context and string request. Sorry, how to pass the context, then add string request, and our request will be accessed through internet. Yeah, okay, perfect. So here let's create an JSON array. Inside this we have to pass the response. So it will show an error because we have to do it in try catch block. So click here and alt enter and click surround with try catch. So now the error will be removed. And another one thing is we have to run a for loop. So inside this for loop, every time we have to create a new JSON object. JSON array dot get JSON object. Inside this we have to pass I value. So this JSON object will help you to fetch 2 data. One is country name and country cases. So in the case of flag, we have to create another one JSON object inside this JSON object. You may be confused, let me do it and you will be clear. Let's say flag object. Here you have to pass JSON object dot get JSON object. Inside this we have to pass, let me tell you. So inside this we have to pass country info because this is an object. Object inside the object. So just copy this and paste it to it. Okay. Add semicolon. Yeah, finish. So final one is we have to add list dot add inside new country model class. Let me move on to the country model class. Let's see, first one is flag, country name, country cases. This is so country flag we have get in flag object dot get string. Inside this we have to pass flag. Okay. So next thing is we have to get through JSON object. JSON object dot get string. So inside this we have to pass country. Add semicolon. Yeah, perfect. So come back to after for loop we have to pass Recyclary adapter. So create an object for Recyclary adapter. Let's say adapter. So inside this we have to pass one is context and another one is list. Oops, sorry. Okay. So we have to add this adapter in our Recyclary view. So Recyclary view dot set adapter. Inside this pass the Recyclary object of adapter. Yeah, perfect. So in the error listener, send a message in a toast dot So and another one important thing is we can also add progress bar until it loading because there are a lot of images. So we need a progress bar. So go to activity country. So change to the relative layout. Yeah, then move to the country file. Okay, so when the activity opens, we can set progress bar visibility as a view. Set visibility visible. So in the on the response listener, we can set the visibility. Set visibility as gone. Yeah, perfect. So hope all done is fine. So let's run the program. please wait for the Gradle building. So actually this is a very simple method. So in this tutorial alone we are showing that how to fetch those data. So design is your hand. So here in this tutorial I am not concentrate more on design part because everyone has more talent in designing. So let's run the program, let's wait. So it's installing. So click country details. So see here we got all the things. So here you can see that it is my app I have designed for it. So when we click any countries, let's say Bangladesh, so see it will get many data. So in the next tutorial I am going to teach how to do this. So if you like this video, just like and comment it, any suggestion to make these videos better. So if you haven't subscribed it, please subscribe for future videos, and thank you, bye bye.